Hi, Bunny. Hi, Gonzalez. Oh my god, we're back. Crazy. Wait, everything was fine a minute ago. No, my model doesn't. I literally just reopened it. I know we have to restart in this game, so then we have to start from the scratch, but if we do try, we'll probably unlock a different sort of a path, because, we died, right? I think we died. Wait, maybe it's on my computer, because my OBS is not responding. I mean, my VTuber series, sorry, hold on. I'm going to redo that. That's so weird. Being a little funky. It was fine this morning. Or this VTuber studio. I can get that over there. Alright. Yeah, ignore that by the way. I have the full version. It just whenever you open VTuber Studio, it does the same issue every time. Any minute now. Let's see here. Part 3. So this is the dead end that we got over here. And... oh. My syncing is not picking up. Hold up. What the heck? Oh, well that was weird. I just needed a replug. Oh, I just needed a replug. Turn that down. I have dog on my bed, so if he wants to get down or I might eventually walk him, I will. We gotta go all the way back to the beginning here, so I think it says resume. I'm gonna pull it up on the TV, that way you can keep an eye on things that I can't really read due to the OBS. Do that real quick. Alright, we're good to go. Did we run back to the beginning, or what did we go back over here? Is there anything else different, or did we go all the way to the beginning? I'm not gonna reread stuff that I've read before. Oh, also I forgot this. Since it is just reenacting that. Okay, so they talked about that before. She's talking about bringing back her dog, if I remember. She wanted to bring back her little cute little doggy. Her doggy died in an accident. Oh, I wonder. I'm doing good. How are you, Gonzalez? You were here for a bit of the morning stream, weren't you? Just, did a little bit of grinding, hung with the dog, ate lunch, and, yeah, I'm back. Streaming a bit earlier. That way we don't, like, stream at 7:30. It works better for people anyway. Oh! 2 different types of things. That's different. So this is new. That's weird. Wait, aren't we not supposed to turn around? Hope your day has been going well. Is it also the evening for you now? Has got something really rattled, but why were there 2 pop-ups of things? I know it's on, like, my head or something. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because I can't really, like, look up. Oh, I'm stuck. What is it? Yeah, the game is really good, but I've looked behind me, I swear. I literally have looked. But this is a new playthrough. There's nothing there. I think it's above our head. I do wonder why we can't see it. Nothing over there. Oh, push. Oh, is this new? What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? No, that's when she dies. I don't know if that changes anything. This part's creepy. So you've seen this before, this is nothing new. It's like, oh my god, she's dead! I've been trying to find a guide, but none of them make sense. They're all like, oh, you can get this ending, this ending, this ending, and this ending, but it doesn't explain how to go from point A till then. So she died, yeah. I guess we gotta restart from the beginning. Because we basically don't want her to die, so we gotta find a workaround where she doesn't die. That would fix everything, correct? Talk to her. With the ghost hunting stuff. Some weird stuff over the years. Yeah, we've seen plenty. Recall, maybe. Got most of my memory back, so that's new. It's apparently really late in the area. Playground, maybe? No, I clicked the surroundings already. Okay. No, same conversation occurs. We talk about it. How about alcohol? Spirit sense? Same conversation. I think this isn't new. Hi, Wolf. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your daily positivity. Okay, so she's talking about not having a mouse come mute. Yeah, this is nothing new. I'm trying to get a different ending. How about... Thank you for the head pats. Thank you for the daily offering link. I wish I could skip through all this, like, because I know all this, but I want to find out what's new that we can do, because we need to get past this without her dying. Hydrate now. All has been well, thank you. How have you been? Did a morning stream, took a bit of a break, and I'm back. Did a little bit of grinding, got some lunch, leftover lunch from my dinner yesterday, which is so good, by the way. Brisket can never go wrong, and truffle fries are fairly really good. You hit at work. Got paid for doing nothing. Damn, if only it was that easy, right? Hi Ahi, how are you? You saw alcohol? Hell yeah. Dude, well, there's one of the conversations. This is, so I played this like 2 weeks ago, and I want to play more of it because I like the idea of the game. I normally voice everything, but, this is just like, when we're redoing a route. If I sit here and revoice all this, then we're gonna be here for like 3 hours. So, what I'm trying to do is get another way out of things so we don't actually have her killed. We have to somehow save her, but I'm supposed to spot something different this time. And I don't really see anything different so far in the dialogue. Yeah, that I don't understand. And then there's this part that makes no sense to me. Doing lawn care, no one comes looking for you, they just assume. They just assume that you're working, right? Okay, I don't understand this, because if I turn around, she dies, so what am I... Well, I know something's got her rattled, and I still don't understand, because we're just gonna get the same ending. How about I keep talking to her? Keep yelling her name! Oh, that's different! Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. There we go! Okay, that changes it. Yoko, hang in there. Look at me, you're going to be okay. It's alright, there's nothing there. Insert screaming. Oh, she's still... Yoko! I hope she didn't die, though. Or look for where I'm at. Okay, but jeez, look at you, all smart. Just don't get in trouble or lose your job, yeah? Okay, we actually, wow, we actually got something different. And all it was simple was just really just don't turn around, so it's 1 AM. Well, we should have done that to begin with. I don't know why we had to die to unlock that. Like, hello? She doesn't look too, she looks okay. She's not dead, though. Huh? Oh, good, you're awake. What? Are you alright? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Huh? Oh, wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. What? Back there, you ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard at that age your humor being a little different can be fatal. Like, your actual humor as a person? Am I misunderstanding? I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. You gotta fix it, Link. What time are you falling asleep at, dude? Seems like that happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? 1 p.m. and you just woke up? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. That way she didn't die. Cool. Oh, that part broke. Worried about Yoko after her bizarre incident, Shoko decides to call off their investigation. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search of his own, on his own time. Woke up at 3 p.m, your sleep is fine. You just woke up for the whole entire day? Aww. Come on, guys, try to fix your schedules. 5 a.m. in Kinchibori Park. Gil. The music got all weird. Are we gonna see that one guy again? In further news. Oh, someone else died instead. Before dawn, today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Sumida City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around the same time. Was that us? I don't know, I can't tell. Wait, that was us. We died. Yeah! So we saved her and they killed us instead. This intro is actually really cool. I still don't understand like a single thing as to why they are appearing. Did we die? Was that just a prologue? Huh? I'm so confused. It's doing an intro, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. I can't really complain here, can I? Character design. Yeah, the character design's really nice. It intrigued me, and I've seen a couple silly scenes of it, so I was like, okay, well, I do want to play this one. Wonder if I would like it as much as I like Raging Loop in the Letter. Yeah, I died, I know. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Ioki's story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Oh! Harure Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuro Tsutsumi or something. A chief inspector of the 1st Investigation Division who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yeah, I remember we're supposed to die. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wanted to bring her friend back from the dead. Oh, it's that one woman. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. And he's like so weird. I love the like purple and gold though. Oh, well, rip the MC. We've got some other MCs now. Oh, we're gonna play the first one because I like that guy. He's interesting. When the son of Harue Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Harue has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. A demon! There's always demons in this thing. Too many demons. What the? May those who mock fire something perish in flame. Kill the flame bearers. You've acquired the power of the Curse Stone, the Haunting Clappers. Oh, we're using that. We can start a fire. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Oh, I'm gonna miss Yoko. I liked her. And the MC. It would've been cool to see them go on the actual journey together, but... Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You, who so strongly desire the right. Kill them. Okay. So we're just doing another person's route that's trying to get the right, and everybody else will just keep trying until they stop. Somebody finally gets through and doesn't die or something. The one person who can overcome everything. Back with me, ma'am? Oh, it's just a police detective officer dude. I forgot his name. Can't say I understand what just happened. But it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Oh my god, she looks dreadful. She's got the haircut, the ponytail death too. Sweet dreams? Yeah, well, we'll just say that. Person of interest? No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Okay. Interesting room. Not the TV from The Ring, a color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there is no remote control. We've had it for a very long time. Hey, I'm yawning. Excuse me. Oh, what is that? Cookie. Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, you've made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere else. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it! It's Head Honcho from way back in set number 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this... Oh, it's sorry, they keep swapping. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough they'd won everyone's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or when they'll show up, and they're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places, this is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Mockingbird number 1! Flower arrangement. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Rotary phone. Damn, these some old ass times. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So the Haunting Clapper's curse echoes appeared out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection and gave you the curse you need to do it. Have I got that right? That's about right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Y'all, I swear. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Oda City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. True. Okay. A fax machine. It can send images to other places alongside the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. Oh, she just sits in silence here. Jeez. Chandelier! The light. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. It's my favorite part of the room. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew. It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse echoes resentful memories. So I can feel it in what it was like. Ew. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Wretched in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony and the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone would do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief. Talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment. Remind ourselves where we come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Okay. About the investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shima? Oh, yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today, in fact. Kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone. I've come up with a grand total of... 1 lead. So you said... As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. Who am I yawning now? No, I'm very familiar. Then I'll leave that to the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Okyo River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it wasn't almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive at, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Okyo River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely that he was abducted by Karo on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly, Shuichi was a clever boy. From the third game of Danganronpa, or... I was very firm about that. I know he understood too. I didn't saw him warn any other children. It's possible they forced him into the car. The only issue there is they weren't any witnesses to witness the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So they did target him at some other time or did somewhere away from his usual route. Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper might have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? Let's see story files. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Hi, Rio. Thank you for your offering. I got some. Okay, he's still sleeping, cutie. Alright. The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some good old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Hanzhou. I remember the first time you told me about it. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Shuichi would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit. I make him like a cowboy, a southern. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though, I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the rite. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. I'm kidding. But, and this is a big but, if the rite is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. So, is that it? Dear, oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? I think she's crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. The guest table. That was an accidental click. Okay. I've talked about all these, but let's keep talking. We might get some more info. If I go back to the files here, I read them all. Okay, so it's just we gotta talk or something. What if I talk about the kidnapping? No, okay, talk. Normally they get check marks back to them once they're talked about. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. But all of the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew, or rather... what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Sigma family The Shigma family had close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You may be right, but surely they couldn't have. Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how much police officers stand out. Oh, I know they do. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. Well, there's that one. And we still didn't... Okay. But here's another little bit of interesting trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures a woman or child. Even kids who have been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuichi wasn't the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, wouldn't he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told him that a man had duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something there. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She may have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself may not realize she had anything to do with the case. And we keep yapping about the kidnapping, I guess. So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi disappearing or speaking with the young woman on the day of her disappearance? I mean his. See what I said about people's biases? This goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, and if anyone had seen anything. And one thought he had. Do you mean he always saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Oh. Hmm. Okay. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me. What was your name again? Jonuichi? Is that how you say that? Got it. Well, Jonuichi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Shuichi... I'm just gonna say Shuichi's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger and I need your help. You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? A student called Michio Shiraishi. Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. I saw her kidnap Shuichi. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and led him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but he went missing. She murdered him. I'm sure of it. Or at least she got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anyone? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. Oh wait, wrong one. If you can't explain that, then I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't! She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? So you've been sitting on that all this time, and you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly! Oh, I'm begging you, don't let her get to me. Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying, but it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You do know what she can do. You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's true, her house, it's... Ugh, forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough! I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. Crackhead died. He died, didn't he? That's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then if we can just find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. And on top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Junochi. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher, then this schoolgirl is one of his students. I think that's very... Oh, wait, is one of his students. I think that's very likely. Still? At last, we've got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. There we go. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and we can make a decision? Alright. You know. Oh, okay. Then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am. Not even for a client. Oh, shit. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, ma'am, but not everyone has a price. I've got my policies and I'll stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs? If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. You know, okay, he says the same thing now. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The Haunting Clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Hanjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you. We need to be ready. The curse make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly, your hunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person, is that correct? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't need the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. It's straight and forward and simple to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up with knowing what else is on the table. You really think that's good enough? The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that's condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you were there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and that they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse and back out at the last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. Maybe not. I'm not crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just a curse. You flatter her. She's really weird. As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Right then, have you decided what you want to be working on? Oh, okay, Finally, I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command, ma'am. I'll focus all my efforts on looking into the kidnapping. Although something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least until the sun rises, could you search for the other curse bearers? Alright, I see how it is. Well, I'd be happy to help. Odds are good enough that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they'd kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So, it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Now then. I should get to work. There's only so much to do before sunrise. I'll call you if I find anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright. There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can't help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. He looks like Michael Jackson. Oh my god. One a.m. It's not even 7. It's 1. It's 1 a.m. and it's time to die. At the mansion reception room, because it's all we be doing. It's almost been an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Ring, 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 banana phone! I know it's dangerous to go out, but I can't just sit here and let this opportunity pass me by. Read the newspaper! Yeah, why not? We got nothing else to do. Wait, I was gonna... Okay. No, newspaper. And then you're gonna read it. Was that there before, or did we just pick it up and it just appeared? Oh god, there's so much to read. Heck no, I ain't reading all that. What is that? And when did I get there? Nothing on the TV. I'm sure there's something. There's no way. No, I want to click the... There we go. Maybe all you really can do is, no, I don't think you should read all of those. Are we really going to do that? So quiet. She's never in the mood for anything, this woman. Jeez. Well, I mean, I get it. You know, but still. I can call him. Can't click on that. Okay, I figured we do need to read the newspaper. Alright, I'll read it. Nope, we gotta go through them all, apparently. Oh, well, why did she read that one quickly and the other one she hasn't even read fully? Oh. Okay. Looks like she stopped reading the news. Oh, she's dead? That's not weird at all. Oh. Ah, there you go. That must be him. Why would you not answer? What? Hello, Shigima residents. I'm getting a coat. Is he dead? Oh no. They took my boy already? I hope not. Wait, what? What happened? What? It just skipped. Richter called me out here to meet him, and we came here to Kogamata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah. What happened? He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? You go first. Please, go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries, looking for curse bearers. And I think I found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. And he was out there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. I get the sense his curses were nothing new to him, so I'm about 40% he's a curse bearer. And then there's this middle-aged guy I saw in South whatever street. There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drags, I'd bet. He'd make a good target. Next up is a pair. A young man and woman I saw around Rigoku Bridge. This time, this man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. I think they look around there often, looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. I can't do that, I'm sorry, I can't. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul drags in a group might be a good idea, if you could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's gotta be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Hi Ed, how are you? Welcome in. Last is 2 detectives I've been snuffing out around. The police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's gotta be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who caught my eye. You found all of them in so little time. I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richard Kai, P.I. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai, investigator extraordinaire. Okay, he's yours opposing again. Oh, cool. Okay, well. Nothing wrong with that. Glad you're doing good, though. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a Charmeleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, the middle-aged man and the young couple seem the most promising, am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. It seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the hot pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. Standing around is the last thing I want to be doing right now. It's my only chance to bring back my son. Blah 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 blah. There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl Michio Shiraishi? The one who was with Shirichi on the day of the kidnapping? Oh, the one who was on the... the one who was with Shirichi on the day of the kidnapping? That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week? Well, that was her. I heard something like that had happened. Never got the name, though. Talk about bad luck. We finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Junochi was so shaken up. She said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? It seems like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. The teacher knows something. I'm sure of it. At the very least, I'd put my money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. Also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I've got a good idea of what, he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I can't say for certain, but... I don't know if this is right. What if Mr. Junucci silenced Michio with a curse? What do you think? Seemed to me that he was more scared of what someone else might do. That might be a little far-fetched. Oh, well, I got it wrong. I tried. What now? Okay. Why does it sometimes like get frozen in place when I'm in one direction? It makes me think when I turn around something different's gonna happen. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. This is where they found him after he went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been and how cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I come here every day since then. And I pray to the river to give him back to me. To give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed the rivers marked where our world met the next. So, the act of crossing flowing river had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife, the same place would later become Honjo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then oh my gosh, all these words. But then the bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meriki? And just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. As if it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their purpose was to contain all the corruption they had built up to the far shore, and stop it leaking through the side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So, if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else, I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the 7 mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make the spot we're standing right now over the water. The border between life and death. If there was ever a place where we'd bring back the dead... Oh, where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That may have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. Okay, she just says the same thing. Do I just, like, go to... There's no map button. Sir? What do I do, or... Oh. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years ago, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then... Oh, what the heck? Are you okay, Frank? I think I'm hearing stuff. But then the Sumida River was much more filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would first find a part of her that was still recognizable? And throughout everything, but the palm had rotted away in the water. The part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and they could tell it's been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Nejima murders? So you've heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were about an elementary schooler at the time? I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. I don't know, Cloud. To be honest, it was a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything that must have rotted and flowed out to the sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved. It's funny. Everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't help. Or hurt. But every little part makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go around rooting down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killers thinking, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo. Some even ran away from home to make it a big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped a body up into tiny pieces and threw it into the river,
It would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
They arrested him shortly after. Fumichika Nejima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. But the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? The same thoughts spread around through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been ranked with corruption for decades now. Or at least, that's how it seemed to me. Well, was that interesting? Hi, Paradox!
Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of the river.
Thank you for the offering.
Thank you for selling your soul.
With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nejima murders.
But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me.
I guess it wasn't just the killer's day. Well, it just wasn't the killer's day.
Okay.
Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed on parole after 20 years. Only if they were found to show remorse and a desire to reform themselves, of course.
That's right, I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society.
I hear they've been trying to fix that recently. Matching inmates with jobs in the college. Hey, no, you better not gladly do that. No, Paradox.
Oh, really?
They keep an eye out for them, of course, and they make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employees. How's your evening going, Paradox? They even give particularly notorious crimes new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace.
My. The way you put it. It's like you're saying Fumichika Nejima could be right on patrol right now. Back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser.
It's possible. But our discussion just now did bring it to me, mind?
Mine. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too.
What was it?
I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone.
That's true.
A janitor, I think? Could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Nejima.
Oh? He looked a little different after 20 years.
Much thinner than I remembered, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps.
God, it's going good. My day's going great, thank you. Honestly, should have taken a nap. But, yeah, I played Metaphor for a bit. A long bit. We did more story. And, I took a little break, got some lunch, leftover lunch, and, I am back for a little bit of this. Maybe another hour-ish, since I am kind of tired. We'll see. If I get interested and I wake up and all that, we'll see. Yes. But I'm glad to hear that. It's the horror visual novel sort of game. Is this really a visual novel? I think it kind of classifies as one.
what next?
The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a great distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely that the curse bearers will come this way. I can finally have a moment to think. Ad break.
I see. Alright.
Suspend? What do you mean suspend?
Huh?
Oh. Okay. What? Oh. That's weird. I wonder why. Do we have to, like, go back and do a different scene? Like, choice-wise with her? Or do we come back to it? Huh. Okay. I don't know. Let's do this. Maybe we need to go back and just, like, pick different choices. And that might work. This is one guy. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene's clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. Oh, it's these 2 officers. Okay, that makes sense. The park should be able to back up tomorrow. Open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they'll be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that the high school girls are really into this spirit board thing these days. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? Oh god, this Ouija board. You can try it out for yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think I'm gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. You've got to be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Blah, 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 blah. Listen up, Ario. Listen up, Ario. You can't go blaming the death on your buddy or something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or whatever. Whoever's or whatever did it was this. I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken over judgment. Getting too fixated on one thing, you stop seeing everything. Aye aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now it's getting late. I figured we'd head straight home from here. Come on, and we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. A horror story with Michael Jackson is interesting. A voice I could listen to reading books on Audible. Oh, I try. The guy voices aren't easy, but thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. I've never thought of making Audible books. That's a nice idea, though. And what better place to do that here than the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you can get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way! No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not that weird one. Here, cripes. Ugh, fine, let's get this over with. Aye aye, boss? Okay, we know who he is. Talk! So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found a victim collapsed in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. Though I find it funny that he looks and acts exactly like Michael Jackson. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums it up. But, boss. Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons.
Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. I'm thinking about it. The only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must be something special about him, right? Maybe he knows something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? Pretty sharp sometimes, you know that. If you've picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. Well, it's our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City's Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles in education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or so. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight, type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much. I had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I felt we'd always need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you. Okay, a lot of stuff to talk about, wow. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you've gone senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about, when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school. Apparently ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him and helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to push his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure he'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt my morale. Well, I guess I'll just miss you, depending on how this investigation goes. I can already see it. No, Ario, why did you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. And thank you? What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kitasenju in Adachi City. Adachi? What? But Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone and no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted.
and he lived there alone. It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's this bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school, over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there'd been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Yes, his fiancée may have only been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Ah, hey boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. Was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. The first was a suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kazehama last week. Yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. So she seemed all troubled for something. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. It's possible he could have been preventing her suicide then. He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he had never reported the finding of his investigation. I see. And you're thinking that it may have something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered. Right, let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too. Holy. A lot of reading. Oh. Now I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though who knows if they'll actually let us go talk with her. That's what we hired you for. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Ah, yeah, I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it, I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit, it's just how your generation speaks. You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Ah, well, don't you think you can get away with that other people? So, anyways, boss. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. Autopsy. What we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure out this whole thing. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only thing Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we can rule out a mugging. There probably aren't many people who think try to mug a cop as big as him. I also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have Had to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. Seriously, into the occult.
Damn, I'm tired. What the heck?
Like, I feel like yawning. It's not even like 2 hours yet. No.
I'll read in a little bit then, I guess.
Someone called him here, or he came here to hide something. What's the log? Can I see that right now? No. Maybe he came here to hide something? Oh, my bad. Okay. Oh. Alright. Tsumi. Oh my gosh, this guy's so weird. Ouch, his wife did that? Damn. Wow. Oh. I may only go 2 hours at this point. My gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I should have napped. I know I wanted to, and I didn't. Come on now. We both know it's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure do have a soft side. What? Is this supposed to be a comment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Well, we're not, because it needs to be checkmarked. Duh. Don't be sorry, now what? Think? Okay. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. And once an incident like this had come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Oh, whoa! What the fuck? Huh? Box? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. Wait, what? He's getting a curse. He's becoming a curse bearer? The Evergreen Beach. Use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Use the curse button when someone lies to you. That's not creepy at all. Now. Now, kill them. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You, who strongly desire the right. Kill them. Oh my god, so brutal. So now what? Like, what's he? Oh my god. Boss, wake up, bro. What's up? Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. I'm fine. Aereo. Yeah? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking, isn't it? What are you talking about? Is it also gonna break there? Oh, this one goes on a little more. What happened to the first part here? It's so weird. Hey, Gooper. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The rite of resurrection really exists, and to use it you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beast that's told in this area. Is that right? You're quick on that uptake? You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. Oh hi, are you ready to get down? Hold on. Well, go to bed. What the heck, dude? It's 3:22 a.m. You need a sleep, Cloud. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong. Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it. I'm listening. Okay, well, I guess you're never gonna sleep. Hey! Hey, wait for me, boss! Where are we going, bro? Why am I able to proceed with this one and not the other? What? Former Yakuza. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility, right? It's the truth. Not like I can prove it, though. Well, then, you know, everybody needs to sleep. Honestly, I want a nap, but it's way too early. Please help, I'll tell him? Oh. You're gonna tell him, okay. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. No, I just can't believe it. I've heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and study and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss! Do you really have only one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Well, I don't know if it's that Paradox. I streamed earlier. I think that's also it. Like, I'm double streaming, and sometimes if I don't take a nap in between, I'm low on energy. I tried to drink some cold brew, but I don't think it's kicking me in very much. I feel like I just want to yawn every minute, but I'm trying not to. This is a good game. I'm not, like, bored of it, but I've been talking for, like, I've topped 4 hours earlier when I was streaming, and now I'm voice acting even more than I voice acted earlier, so I mean, I get it. And I think the dog needs taken care of, so I might just go... I might just stream another, like, 20-30 minutes. I don't know. Like, I want to, but I gotta wake up. I want to stream more. Hi, Coley. How was your stream? So, do you have it? Of what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. 1 beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone? Spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can have? Nope, that's just me. Thought it'd help me get the point across. Oh, you think? What do you mean you think? Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested, were you? You never know. You have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes, it seems like it'd be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. It's a horror- I played this one once, Coley. I don't think you were here. It's a horror game. Like, I think it's kind of like a horror visual novel. I really like the art style and everything. I haven't played it in like 2 weeks or something. So what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. The curse is being spread around the city is a bit of an emergency. Is that bad? I'll put it this way, it's like hanging out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I didn't have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yep, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this! You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working, a case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. So what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should be all here in town. Right, so if there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect the curse sounds. But boss, from what you said earlier, playing Portal didn't help? What do you mean, too low of a category? Well, I don't think that really matters. I mean, there are literally, it says 4 viewers playing Paranormal Sight, and there's 10 of you here, so I don't think category viewer stuff matters. It just depends on your following. I'm actually surprised there are 10 people here. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that other curse spirits with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. Ugh, that means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood in that case. Why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time? What do you know? There is someone there. Good luck. Yeah, Coley, it's not that. It's just if people want to watch you play something, they'll watch you play something, you know? They're mostly here for you, like when you stream, Coley, not what you're playing. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll just be asking a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namagaki. That's your name, correct? Yeah. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. This guy's suspicious. So what is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman? I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh. Say, Mr. Detective. Have you heard of the Evergreen Bead? How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. Yeah, there's 4 playing this game right now, so it doesn't really matter. What was this question? Shit. If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better looking off around the former Yasuo Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? You! How did you know? Ariel, you idiot! Haha, that was much easier than expected. Oh, crap, sorry. With simple inference, I figured you would have just taken the curse if you were just in the garden. If you know that, then. You must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I planned to tell you from the start. Look. Right, and also your tags as well, Coley. When you have tags on a video, people come from that as well. Or like, well, I don't just like rely on Twitch. I'll go and spread it, but since this is my second stream, I just put it on Blue Sky. I didn't go spread it everywhere that I normally do the first time. Should I kill him? Oh, I think it says if you can tell if they're lying. Okay. Well, if you want to make a Discord, you can, Coley. I was just saying, like, posting on Twitter, social media, to other Discords, and things like that. Boss, aren't you having another senior moment? If you tell him that, it hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? Whoa, really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. Blue Sky's like a new app that's very similar to that without all the toxicity. So if you want to post there, I would say it's a good idea because a lot of people are migrating there. I have both. And that's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for pretty tricks then, I'll be honest with you. So far, so good. But what do you mean? It told me he was lying. Oh, I have to realize when he is? There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soldier. Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't look the other way and let you go. Is that a threat? No. Oh, he killed us. Damn. Yeah, he's killed DMC too. Ariel, get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo. Oh yeah, remember I have it muted, this dumbass? So the trick to this guy not being able to kill you is actually hilarious. You have to turn down the voice volume so you can't hear it. So he literally cannot kill you. Oh yeah, yeah. And his power is useless. So if I turn up the sound, we die. But if I have it muted, we can't die. Because I figured that in the first playthrough with the main MC. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened before. Actually, it has. What happened? I don't hear anything. Echo, now, grab him. Right. It's strategy. It's actually, like, cool that that's an Easter egg in the game, and I love that. Namagaki, get down. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work. Give it to me. Oh, hey, yo, it says the foot washing machine, not the foot fetish. Hey, yo. Damn it. Why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is a stone. Ugh, how could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost this right now. The right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. He lost his power. What a loser. Phew, that was a close one, huh, boss? He'd probably be dead if he activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt you? All these voices are killing my throat. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot washing machine. Oh, mansion, my bad. Not washing machine. And the resentful memories bound to them. I see. I always thought this was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. This sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know for now is it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Phew. Well, that makes 1 stone. What do we do now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. A customer blue sky. Oh, Discord is your server, Coley. Blue Sky is just a social media app you post on and tag things so people can see that you go live on Twitch. It's just an app where you follow people and you tweet things, but it's different from Twitter because it's just its own little program. Discord is where you'd want to make a server where people can join into and you can advertise it. And then you can also join other Discords where they have self-promo places. Like my Discord has a self-promo. You can put your stuff there. Oh, well then you're good then. Yeah, it's helpful. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in Paranormal Affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. I'm a little curious as to why it's letting me continue this one, but it suspended the first, You see this one? This one's suspended. It won't let me do anything right there. Maybe I need to go back and try a different option. But I think maybe I need to progress in these to be able to go here and do more here. Rain! Hi! Thank you for the raid! Hello, raiders! I'll give you a shout out. How was your game? Were you playing Lupa? Or whatever you call it? Hi, Gonzalez. Welcome in, raiders. How are you? If you don't know me,
Okay,
my
so
name is
it's 2,
Lumi.
up.
I play a variety
No, 2,
of
up,
video
1,
games
2.
ranging from JRPGs to visual novels, indie
2, 3.
games, horror visual novels. This game looks really cute, by the way. I really gotta check it out.
Oh!
And I host Community Nights on Sundays, so welcome in. The games are great, thank you. We're playing a horror visual novel.
It's called Paranormal Sight.
Hi, good to see you, good to see you. I hope you had fun. Hi, Frank. I think my dog needs to go out. Hey. Like, I'm talking like poo-poo walk. Poor baby. Let me go, You're welcome for the shout out. I will see if Apex can take him.
Great vegetables.
Aw, man. Go take your meds, puppy. You promise? You think you're good? Well, I mean... I can go take the dog, but y'all would have to wait like at least 10 minutes. I know you have to go. I will be here. Is that fine, guys? Well, you know what? You have to deal with it anyway. I will be back. Feel free to stick around or dip or whatever you guys want. He has to go, and I don't need him pooping on the ground. I will be watching on my phone, but, yeah, I'll be right back.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I'll be back, guys, okay?
Great vegetables.
Alrighty, guys. Sorry about that. I'm about ready. He went quickly, so, you know. I can grab my wire to plug back my. Alrighty. And we'll get back to this. Hey, guys. See. Alright. Here we are, we're back. Didn't take too long, luckily. Alright. Need a Rochi Park. Let's go. Thank you for being patient, by the way. Appreciate it, guys. Sometimes the walks can be for a couple, like 20 minutes, sometimes even 30 sometimes. Not today. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. Coley, isn't it also bedtime for you? You and Cloud go to bed late. What? Are you at the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Arashi, right? The historian? Yeah, we know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Yeah. Well, it's not too bad, 1 AM. It's 3 for Cloud, so... At least you're doing a little bit better on the spectrum than he is. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Okay. Now, Mr. Arashi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy, you know. Your research has been quite the talk around town. What was that they were saying? You discovered something about some book? Oh, I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna guess. The Scroll of Dates, the Scroll of Fates, the Record of Fates. Maybe the Record or the Scroll of Fates. Ah, right, you found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates. Wait, did I actually guess it right? Wow, because it seemed the most, like, that would be titled after a book, you know? What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection, too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. I don't even care about local history. Just some crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rite of Resurrection yourself? Hey, nice, Coley! I'll drop you a follow later if you just send it in the Discord and self-promo. Everyone I met. Pitiful. Huh, so you don't believe in the rite? Hi, Ellie. Thank you for lurking, honey. Looks, it is really similar. It's just like, it's less toxic and people are moving there. Because a lot of people don't like all the changes coming to the app, and I get it. I don't interact with the drama side of Twitter. Like, I have my main account for Twitter, like, I mean, VTubing, and I'm hardly on that one because of all the toxicity. And I just have one where I, like, look at art from fandoms and retweet it, so... I get it. It's a cesspool. Not everybody wants to partake in it. And so far, from what I've seen on Blue Sky, it's just people interacting with each other and spreading their art, or their streaming, or other projects, and just getting to know people. So it seems a little bit easier on that grounding right now. Or so I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the right. So now I must pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine, the funds for my research. I received a large amount of funding for seeking the Rite of Resurrection. And if I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, so that means... someone is sponsoring your research, is that true? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Listen to me, and I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you were writing proactive books, sprouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are trying to get the money in order to do their research. With how popular the occult is, say something even remotely spooky can lead the big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit! I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest.
The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way! I can't believe it. You're surprisingly honest. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Okay. This record of fates. Where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Jump scare? I just walked the dog. I didn't really do that much. Welcome back, Rain. And then what kind of research do you want to be doing? Sure, it won't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. That is not necessarily done with ill intention. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gap in a story that lacks detail, or when something left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it spreads through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in cultures or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terrible, mysterious legends. My research is to study how culture and history and legend all influence one another. Huh, I see. You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit I am curious. So that's what you've been researching all the time. This makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the rite exists or not. If people in the Edo period believed that what was written in the records of fates were the real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Well, in that case, I might think I have a guess as to what it is you were looking for. Huh, I'm surprised you know that. There is indeed a theory that the 7 mysteries of Hanjos began because of the rite of resurrection. Well, my theory. Unraveling the 7 mysteries may reveal the secret of the rite. I think quite a few people are looking into the mysteries for that reason. Midorochi Park is considered connected to the story of the Taiko of Tsugaru, right? That's right, but that isn't the issue at hand. Well, in that case, I think I may have a guess as to what you're looking for. Oh, maybe that? Oh, it was that. Okay, I was biased. I just did that one, the first one with the mysteries, just to see if that would do anything, but I was stuck between Soul Drags or the stones. Oh, show or hide it? Oh, I don't know. I haven't saved in a while. Holy crap. Sure, why not? We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice friendly chat? A curse stone, you're a curse bearer! A leaf, is it the Evergreen Beach then? Yep, will you show me yours? This is mine, the ever-burning lantern. Interesting. I won't mince words. I'd like to confiscate your curse stone. Excuse me. You may be a politician. I mean a policeman, but you have no right to do that. The police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, section of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to your research if you were arrested. I call your bluff. These stones can never be used as evidence. If you want it, you'll have to take it by force. I find it hard to imagine that an officer of the law would use a curse on a citizen. You can't touch me, which means I have no reason to continue this conversation. Sorry, I'll be taking my leave here. Hey, stop! Wait. Maybe I shouldn't have even shown it to him, but let's show the curse stone then. Wait, actually no, hold on. Well, actually, let's see that real quick. Hi, Ron. Liar! Oh, he was honest. Oh, wait, he was lying. Wait, what? Oh? Oh, he actually agreed. Holy crap, that's all I needed to do a difference. Cool. Damn, we're doing so good. He's getting everyone stoned. And is it alright to even do that, though? This is a lot to read, damn. I mean, voice. I don't really have to, but I like to. You know, it brings it more to life than just like reading it, like in sitting here and just clicking A or B. I'm gonna give my voice a rest for a minute. Oh, there's 9. And the funny thing is, it said there was voice acting, which is very little in it. And I thought that the whole game would have been voice. And not like, I play games that have voice acting and some that don't. I don't mind. It makes it more better if there's voice acting. But, yeah. Okay, we actually... Oh! Well. Okay, so something we did wrong there. I mean, we got the stone, but not enough to progress to the next thing. And then this one's paused, and then we can start this one. Let's go back here. Let me skip through this a bit. Maybe we can actually continue this one. God, you're having fun, Coley. Congrats on 30k. Damn, you're almost there for 1 VIP, huh? Just remember, it doesn't get rid of your ads. So, okay, we're gonna... We'll try this again. Go back to the newspaper here. Maybe we can read the other ones. Or maybe we don't answer the phone call from him. Hold on. What warning? You mean the warning you got? You just said something very out of, like, I don't know, pocket. You know? Really gross. Even though it was a joke. Just don't say things like that. It was about the, dead body thing in BioShock or Fallout or something. No, it wasn't you, Coley. Was it you? Yes, it was you. You had a warning, yes. What do you mean that? What are you asking me? I'm very confused. Maybe I don't answer the phone. How about we don't answer? I'm trying to get a different ending. Oh, it doesn't, like, get rid of ads or anything for you if that's what you want. It's just a cool badge. It doesn't really do much for you other than show that you have been here a lot. Yeah, is that why you wanted it? Like, that's not what it does. You need to subscribe to not have ads. And if you have a Prime sub, it's very easy to just use your monthly Prime sub. Well, you don't have ads now because you're subscribed, but once your subscription runs out, then you will have ads. Silly. Indeed, rip. Do I have to answer? I mean, I like the guy. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just trying to get a different path. Damn, he calling for a long time. Okay, I guess I have to answer. We'll just try to choose different options. Let's see if that goes back to anyway. You can always repay with blood from the blood god. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. It's fine, Coley. Well, then it wasn't you. It was Moose. I'm sorry. I may have... Was it... I don't even know. I don't know who got a warning. Someone did. I don't know if it was you or Moose. Were you talking about wanting to bang the dead body? Was that... I don't know. I don't know. It was somebody. I don't think you're supposed to really receive the warning anyway, Coley. I don't know. And actually you do, because you have to agree to come back. I don't remember. What if I said I couldn't say? Listen, I know he's gorgeous. I'm not trying to do that. Okay, we talked about this. This is the same combo. Nothing's changing. It's gonna stop again. Bro doesn't need to be Luis. You know he's gorgeous. At least I think he is. Okay, this is just gonna go to the same ending. Maybe I shouldn't have hired him? Or I need to play the other stories and come back to this point. I'm a little confused about how to progress this part. I could also hire him and say I wanted to go for something else instead of the mysteries. Maybe like actually stealing stones. To progress it. Because this is the same part. It's the exact same dialogue that happened. And it's gonna say suspend. Right? Hmm. Yeah, it's just gonna go the same damn scene. The same story, what? Man, there's no skip button for all this. If it's gonna get stuck in the same place, I guess we'll just have to suspend it again, yeah. I was just wondering if things would change. But it's not going to. It's gonna be the same thing. Gasp. Wait, what? Did it go on? Huh? This is different. Oh, I guess it does go forward since I went back. This guy apparently, Mr. Michael Jackson here. No, never mind. This is the same combo. I'm sorry. I thought it was different for a second. Damn, it's gonna suspend again. Yeah. Yes, it's gonna suspend. Okay. Oh, that's new. That didn't happen before. Okay, I guess we can go on. Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere.
I didn't mean to startle you. I am so terribly sorry if I've gotten the wrong people, but would you happen to be a curse bearer?
Curse bearers? What's that then?
It means someone who's gathering souls for the Rite of Resurrection. You've heard of the Rite of Resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it.
Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, miss? What was your name again?
Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tono.
Maybe because we took the guy's item, because I think this was who she was with.
There's more to the Rite of Resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So the best way to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow.
Why are you guys focusing on his hat so much? No, I think I got the gist. Funny old world we live in, huh? So, are you saying you're one of those curse bearers?
No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutaro is.
Yutaro? Is that your boyfriend?
Oh, heavens, no, just a friend. His full name is Yutaro Namagaki, where I suppose you could say partners in crime.
Funny way of putting it. So, where's this Yutaro now?
Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore.
Oh, so we progress side stuff to get more stuff here.
He's more like a former curse bearer.
Former.
How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student only to flunk where it counts. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself, if you want to show something done right.
Yes, because there was the MC and the other girl that we played in the beginning, and he did the same thing to them where he tried to kill them. So, yes, this is the person she's with for partners in crime. He lost it. How did he do that?
I wasn't with him all the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is that he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you'd probe into that of all things.
I'm just the curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret.
What? It's not foot fetish, it's foot washing something.
Mansion, okay, apparently.
Right? I know, that's embarrassing, yeah. And you die repeatedly until you figure that out. Because the guy who kind of puts you through all these stories in the beginning, he's like, if you can turn down your sounds, you might be able to block out the curse bearer. And you thought we'd have given them to you just like that?
Well, maybe not, but you know what they say, you never know until you ask.
You must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky.
Oh goodness, no, we're just friends. My life doesn't revolve around him, you know that.
Liar.
Anyway, you aren't curse bearers, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me.
So what are you trying to do with this Rite of Resurrection?
Well, Yutaro has his own plan laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems, how do I put it, self-centered. I mean, if you've got a chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal his curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Yutaro I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it.
Of course, keeping secrets is my business.
My, aren't you dashing?
Sounds like you really have your heart set on the right. What were you hoping to use it on?
You promise you won't laugh?
Cross my heart.
Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. Ahem. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. Something in particular.
Ukiyo, eh, huh? You must be a cultured lady.
Really? Do you think so? Everyone says strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo as some inaccessible, high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art form for the masses, amusement for the common people. So when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they do back then. Isn't that fascinating? Yeah, I guess. And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed kind, king of ukiyo is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him?
Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period?
That's right. You're just as knowledgeable as you look. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic, they're the only works of his most, people know. But Hokusai was so much more than just mountains and waves. That's only the teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work.
I've gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself.
Oh, don't worry about it. Anyone can learn.
It's lame. How else are you gonna tell her, though? She's a little weird.
But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were,
"Should haven't afford but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist."
even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. Who knows what he could have done with more time? Well, that's just what I want to find out.
Hold on, are you saying...
Besides, he always said he wanted to move on 100 houses, but he only made it 93. Isn't that just tragic?
She wants to revive him. Oh no. Nuh-uh. No way this is where I think it's going. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the Rite of Resurrection to...
That's right! I want to bring Hokusai back to life.
Well, that's certainly a novel idea.
Damn, she pissed. That's what she'd use it on? What a waste. Oh gosh, is it that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on the curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flagging you down out of the blue like that. Best of luck!
Basically, art pieces and stuff like that, and she just wants to bring him back. Oh, my neck hurts. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a little while.
Back to the mansion.
Oh, we actually got a new point, so we did something. Damn. No more curses, a nice thought. You guys want to see the next little part here, and then I'll cut it after, since I'm tired and my neck hurts. We could do this part. I'm just gonna take a quick break. Night, Coley. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe I should end at 2:30. Let's see where this goes. Sleep well. Sleep well. And she came home alone. Great. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. What? Baby dick? What? Oh, duh. Go inside. Wait, no. There's no point in waiting. Oh, well that was a small part. And we can't go back to that for now. We need to fix something here to go forward here. or we need to start hers. So we can try to start hers next time and see if we get anything for this. Otherwise, we can come back and, yes, it's a good stopping point then. 'Cause I figured there was gonna be like at least a little bit of a segment there, but if that one stops, we died as him, and I don't think he's coming back for a good while till we probably get to the end and we can actually save her and maybe him at the end once we figure out all the mysteries. But so we're gonna come back and start here with Yako, and then maybe we'll get something here because it doesn't look like we can really progress unless we go and change our decisions. Maybe we might be able to do this, but we'll start here and see what we can get from that. Again, I'm not making my schedule until I get my work schedule, which should be tomorrow. And then I'll probably make it over the weekend, but this will definitely be something we continue next week. Tomorrow morning, just so you guys know, 11 a.m. or around there, or earlier or later, somewhere around by 11 at least. We're going to be doing some more Detroit Become Human. And I'll see if I want to do an evening stream. Or maybe I'll just do one long Detroit Become Human stream. And we can, you know, raid somebody and so forth. And then Friday, there is no morning stream as usual since I work. Once I get home, I'll probably start BioShock 3. I know I put 7 o'clock, but I think it's better if I start a little bit earlier. So maybe by 4:30 or 5, depending on when I'm home, you guys will probably see me live. Worst case scenario, if not on Friday, it'll start at 7 if I have things to do. But other than that, yeah. I will see you guys tomorrow morning again. Usual time, keep an eye on the Discord, Twitter, whoever you're following, or just keep your notifs on here. If you don't have them on, turn them on if you want. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more Detroit Become Human. See what we can get with that. Do a couple hours of that. We should raid someone. Yes, we should do that. Let's see who's live. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, even this late, and taking that time out of your schedules to hang out with me. So yeah, let's pass the love to someone. Let's see. I'm gonna pick someone random again, like I always do. It's always fun to do that. This is a cute name. Let's see what they're doing. Playing Cult of the Lamb. Okay, if you guys, let's get the raid message ready. Actually, no, I'm gonna put the raid in first and then tell you guys what to do since you probably know. So, Butter Soulist. I think I spelled that wrong because I forgot the underscore. So hold on. But yeah, I do like this game. I want to do more of it next week, at least once. If not, figure it out. But why isn't this working? Butter. Oh, Butters. There's an S. Okay. Yes, so we'll put one at least once next week. And if you guys are just following, that's fine. If you're subbed, this is the raid sub message. And if you're just following, there's the regular message. Feel free to copy that. Either work regardless of how they appear to you. And thank you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Be sure to hit that raid button, and we'll get ready to pass the love to this girl. We're playing Cult of the Lamb. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning, okay?